Hi, folks. Welcome to Curtis Goes Corner. No BS here, just straight commentary. Please like and subscribe. And as always, thank you for your support. Folks, welcome back to Curtis Goes Corner from PJ Media. Pelosi blames Republicans for Congress hiding from security threat at Capitol. No, Madam Speaker, you are the threat to the Capitol and the country. Incredible to me. I used to think they all did this for political points and just political and politics in general. Now I think these people really believe this crap. That's much more dangerous and is impossible to fix. Politics and being a political hack, yeah, you can come around. Being mentally deranged, good luck with that. Of course, they got top-notch platinum health insurance, so I'm going to get all the good meds they want. Let's read on. There was a credible, in quotation marks, threat made by an unidentified militia group against the Capitol for March 4th. Now, those of you that are wondering why March 4th was such an important date, some of the whack jobs thought that Trump would be sworn in on March 4th. Well, why do you say March 4th? Well, that was the old inauguration day. Before 1933, the inauguration day was March 4th because the distances involved for a long time. It took forever to get to the Capitol. But with today's transportation, they moved it up to January. Thousands of National Guardsmen deployed around the Capitol to protect it. Oh, we have to keep what's the word I'm looking for? We have to keep the charade going. Capitol Police, much maligned for their actions during the January 6th assault on the Capitol, turned out in full force. Oh, we find a good sound effect for that. Here we go. Try that again. Much maligned for their actions during the January 6th assault on the Capitol, turned out in full force. Sorry about that. I have to laugh at this because there is no threat. It's ridiculous. Let's continue. Park Police and the Washington, D.C. police were there. You can bet the FBI and Homeland Security also had people on the ground ready to repel any attack that threatened the Capitol. Ooh. I'm fooling around with the sound effects and all this and acting like a joke because this is a joke. Fortunately and predictably, nothing happened. A few pathetic QAnon believers meandered around the Capitol grounds, not really sure why they were there. From Reuters. But around noon, all was quiet. John and Karen Carson, who took time off work and came from California to see Trump be inaugurated for a second term, were undaunted. Every day that we're here, we'll probably come out and around noon and see if anything transpires, Karen, 52, told Reuters. If it doesn't happen, we'll obviously be sad because it didn't happen while we were here, but we believe that it will happen. It just hasn't happened yet. It is pitiful. I got to say it's pitiful. But these people, I think, truly believe in the country and truly believed in Donald Trump, and they just took a wrong turn somewhere. They're not dangerous. They're just delusional. Nancy Pelosi shut down the business of the People's House and canceled the House session on Thursday because pathetic losers like John and Karen Carson were deemed a threat. Well, pathetic losers a little much. Yeah, they took a wrong turn somewhere, but they're harmless. Pelosi now says she wasn't canceling the legislative session because of a security threat. That was just sort of incidental. Yeah, okay. It just happened to be a coincidence, right? Her real reason for shutting the House is because she's such a great gal. She's taking this whole uni thing to heart and wanted to do the Republicans a favor. Well, I got to play. Sorry. Yeah, that I got to play. I don't think anybody should take any encouragement that because some troublemakers might show up that we change our whole schedule, Pelosi told reporters. Now we just moved it a few hours, she said, to accommodate Republicans headed to an issues retreat Thursday afternoon. We're going to be out by noon because we promised that to the Republicans, she said. Oh, God. My heart is so full. I feel so warm and fuzzy all over. Madam Speaker, I was all wrong about you. You're an amazing human being. Your empathy for the other side is so strong. You are an unbelievable example of a speaker and a member of the House of Representatives in this great nation. This comes as surprising news to Republicans. The schedule for Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy doesn't say anything about at Thursday cancellations. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the House will meet at 9 a.m. for legislative sessions. On Thursday, the House will meet at 9 a.m. for legislative business. That's votes expected no later than 3 p.m. How really do members have to leave on Thursday to get to the conference on Friday? It's not like they're traveling by horse and buggy, but that's our Nancy. She's always trying to bend over backwards to accommodate her Republican colleagues. I think this guy may be more sarcastic than me. I'm going to have to up my game a little bit. Or not. The House held a late-night session on Wednesday to ensure that members and staff would not have to be on the campus complex on March 4th because the Trump people are coming. They're coming. It's like, ever watch Lord of the Rings when they're in the castle, and the orcs are coming. And all the people show up. What's the one group there? The elves. The elves show up, even though they're immortal, and put their lives on the line because the orcs are coming. Give me a break. At the same time, Pelosi conceded there were security concerns for House members compared to the Senate, which was in session Thursday, knowing that the House is at least 4 times more people, and therefore all that implies in terms of numbers of people in the Capitol, if in fact there are any troublemakers around, and it made sense. Yeah, there's over 400 members of the House of Representatives, and there's 100 senators. God, Nancy, your math skills are just amazing. So it's not the GOP's fault that the House is a target-rich environment compared to the Senate and troublemakers like John and Karen Carson, like the little old lady that wandered around with a little flag during the insurrection. John and Karen Carson couldn't have been a problem finding suitable targets for their rampage. The Senate went about its business yesterday as the House should have done. Pelosi's bid to politicize the threat didn't work out well for her. She ended up looking like a hand-wringing hysteric. Come to think of it, that's much different than the way she usually appears. Yeah, just have one comment about that poor couple that believed Trump was going to be inaugurated. Yeah, I know that's fantasy, and I know that's delusional. No one would like that to happen more than I, but it's not going to, of course. But here's the thing. Democrats are so incredibly predictable, and it's worked out for them. Every time they have a bat crap crazy idea or conspiracy theory, and every time they're proven wrong, they double down. Every time they're proven wrong again, they double down. Every time they're proven wrong, they double down. I got to give it to them. They won. They won. But here's the thing. They don't act like winners. Oh, my God, they won the lottery. They got the presidency. They got the Senate by a hair's breadth with a tiebreak from the vice president. So if one senator is sick or absent, the whole thing gets screwed up. And they got the House by 9 seats. I believe it's 9 seats, yes. I think it's 212 to 221, my last number I looked at. You won by a hair's breadth, by effing up the whole time. The only thing that went in your favor, they took a huge advantage of, and still pushing, is those stupid masks into COVID. Are masks necessary? Yeah, for people that don't want to spread the disease. As long as you have common sense and you wipe around the areas. Now I wear glasses. I didn't realize that I'm constantly touching my face with my glasses. Okay. You adjust your behavior a little bit. But to shut down the entire country, and they'll double down with this. My guess is they won't stop doing virtual meetings probably to the end of the year. It's pitiful because they have to keep pumping this narrative. They have to keep pumping this narrative of insurrectionists and white supremacists and people that want to overthrow the government, storm the Bastille. How'd that work out when they stormed the Bastille? Not too good for the royalty and the people in charge. I think this riot is what it really was. A couple of 200 or 300 asshats that acted really stupid and let the emotions and the adrenaline pumping through them get the best of them, and maybe a dozen or so real instigators. And they were Trump supporters, I'm not going to lie. I wish it wasn't true. That hurt Trump more than any Democrat could have done. But it's over and done with. But it's not the insurrection they're making it out. It's not at all. And they'll just hold on to this bone like a dog with a bone until they just can't use it up anymore. And they'll continue to double down, and they'll continue to double down. Eventually, luck's going to run out, and I hope to God that their luck runs out in 2022. I think there's going to be a bloodbath for the Democrat Party, and I don't mean literally for all you YouTube algorithm out there. They took down my video of the Time magazine article, or I was actually quoting a national magazine because they said it implied violence with voter F-R-A-U-D. So now I'm back in YouTube jail with the algorithm and I'm shadow banned. So there you go. Anyway, make a long story short, to get back around, I got a little sidetracked there. As we see, Madam Speaker here, the real danger to the Capitol and the country is you. You. And thank God, in less than 2 years, you will not be the Speaker anymore. And until next time, folks, goodbye and good luck.